News update. Philippines will reopen to vaccinated tourists starting February 10, 2022. A total of 157 countries can enter visa-free. That's right, you do not need a visa. However, only 30 of these countries and their vaccine certification are accepted in the Philippines. The quarantine requirements for travelers are lifted as well for vaccinated international travelers. Vaccinated tourist travel requirements. Before traveling to the Philippines, you must have a passport that is valid for at least 6 months at the time of arrival. You also need to have a return or outbound flight tickets to your country of origin or onward destinations. All vaccinated foreign travelers will need to present a negative PCR test taken no more than 48 hours before departure. No quarantine measures will apply to fully vaccinated tourists arriving in the Philippines, although all travelers must self-monitor for symptoms for 7 days after arrival. Children under 18 years old are exempted from showing proof of vaccination. Unvaccinated travelers, on the other hand, will not be allowed to enter. Here is a list of countries who can enter the Philippines without a visa. You may pause the video to read the list. According to the Department of Foreign Affairs on January 27, Philippines will accept the vaccine certificate of the following countries as proof of COVID-19 vaccination status: Armenia, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Colombia, Czech Republic, France, Georgia, Germany, India, Iraq, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Monaco, New Zealand, Oman, Samoa, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, the Netherlands, Tunisia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United States of America, and Vietnam. Vaccine certificates issued by the countries and/or territories above are recognized and accepted by the Philippines when presented upon arrival, as well as for other arrival quarantine protocols and for interzonal and intrazonal movements as approved by the Interagency Task Force or IATF. Vaccinated overseas Filipino workers or OFWs will no longer need quarantine. Countries will no longer be classified under the traffic light system, Filipino authorities said during a press briefing on Friday. Starting February 1, the government's pandemic task force has temporarily suspended the green, yellow, and red classification of destinations pertaining to the risk levels of COVID-19 in each nation. However, arrival and quarantine requirements for all arriving passengers will be based on their vaccination status. No mandatory quarantine will be required for fully vaccinated travelers entering the Philippines from any destination with a negative PCR test. Unvaccinated Filipinos returning to the Philippines can still travel as long as they have a negative PCR test result taken no more than 48 hours before arrival, but will have to undergo at least 5 days of quarantine in a facility. If a negative PCR test result is received on day 5, They will be allowed to complete the remainder of their 14-day quarantine at home. After nearly 2 years, Philippines will finally open its borders to tourists. To learn more, read IATF Resolution Number 159, Series of 2022. Check out our video description to see all related IATF resolutions. Keep yourself up to date. Subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos.